What is the connection between scientific discoveries and the coming of Mashiach? One of the ways that people commonly try to describe how we see the coming of Mashiach is by describing the great advancements in modern science and the quality of life that we've experienced over the past several years as a precursor, as a sign for the coming of Mashiach. While there's obviously a lot of truth to it and it's based on the Rebbe Sichos, I think there's a few points that are important to highlight to put things in proper perspective. First of all, everything that happens in the world is essentially connected with the coming of Mashiach. After all, the whole creation from its conception was for the sake of the days of Mashiach. And everything that happened from the beginning of creation throughout history, particularly those things that happened right before the coming of Mashiach, are all aspects, are all elements that lead up to the coming of Mashiach. Furthermore, the Rambam writes in his Hilchos Melachim that even those things in history which seem to run contrary to Yiddishkeit, for example, the popping up of other religions which seem to contradict Yiddishkeit, their essential purpose is really to prepare the world for the coming of Mashiach, to spread the concept of a Mashiach, of Torah, mitzvahs, although not in a completely true way, around the world. So even things that are negative, things that seem to run contrary to the Eibishter's purpose of Dira B'Tachtonim, in essence, are all part of a process that leads up to Mashiach. Nevertheless, there's obviously a distinction between those things that are directly and clearly things that are a sign that the world is getting ready for Mashiach, and things that are negative nature, but they have a purpose, they have some type of beneficial quality that they help prepare the world for the coming of Mashiach in some way. Now, when it comes to the advancements of modern science, there's the famous Sikh of the Rebbe, in Kutei Sichos Chelek Tesvav Parshas Noach. The Rebbe brings the Zohar, how in the year 600 of the 6th millennium, there will be a flood of knowledge that will come to the world, both in the knowledge of Torah and the secrets of Torah that will be revealed, and similarly in the sciences, in the Chochmah D'Lasat, and the physical wisdom, and science are related to the world. And the Rebbe explains that there's a number of aspects of understanding the connection between the revelation of physical science with the coming of Mashiach. One explanation which the Rebbe does not elaborate upon, but the Rebbe does reference the source that says this, is that as a preparation for the 7th millennium, when the world will function on a greater level, on a higher level, on a more peaceful level, so the Eibishter will reveal within nature those wisdoms which help people develop mechanisms that allow them to live on a better level, on a more, functional level, on an easier level. So this is one simple explanation of how these things lead up to the coming of Mashiach. Furthermore, the Rebbe digs a little bit deeper, however. The Rebbe explains how physical science, how modern physics and different developments of science, they themselves are a means of revealing the Achdus of Hashem, the unity of Hashem. As modern physics and other teachings help show how everything in the world is really all connected. There's a unity, there's a prevailing unity which permeates all of creation. So it's not just enough that these things could be used for Avodas Hashem, but in order to prepare the world for Mashiach, the Rebbe says, it seems from the Zohar that the advancements in modern science themselves are bringing out points that help bring out the Achdus of Hashem. Now, as I mentioned before, it's clear, particularly from this first interpretation that I mentioned, that the idea that the world is becoming a better place to live in, a more functional place, an easier place to live in, is all part of the process of the coming of Mashiach. At the same time, it's important to keep in mind that it should not that the ultimate purpose of all of these advancements is as a tuffle, is as a preparation, as a conduit, as a vessel for the type of life that we'll have in the coming of Mashiach, which is a life which is able to be exclusively dedicated to serving Hashem. The fact that we have great developments in modern science in of itself is not Mashiach, which means that a person should not think that the coming of Mashiach means that there'll be a wonderful world where we're going to have a machine that will do everything for us and we'll just be able to sit, relax, and enjoy. everything that's being developed is as a means to give us the ability to dedicate our time to serve the Eibishter properly. So it's important to keep in mind the ultimate goal of it all, and sometimes if some people might confuse between the means and the end. The development of modern science in of itself is not Yemaisa Mashiach. In other words, the coming of Mashiach is to bring a world, is to bring the world to a state where it will be filled with the knowledge of Hashem as water covers the sea. The developments of modern science help bring this to fruition in different ways. But it's important to always emphasize that this is not the goal in of itself. The goal of modern developments, modern science in of itself, that it's making the world a better, healthier place to live, is a means to an end to bring about the time when we'll have the complete revelation of godliness in the world, and we'll be able to dedicate our lives to serve the Eibishter in the best way possible. So obviously we see that the world is getting ready for Mashiach and many, many developments, including the development of modern science. At the same time, it's important to look at the to look at the Iker, what's important, what all these developments are helping us to achieve, which is not just to be able to use these developments just to have a better physical life, just for that itself, but that will help bring a time when the world will be able to dedicate its time and all its energies in exclusively serving the Eibishter, because everything that a person needs or other things will be developed in a way that will make his life much easier. The Eibishter should help. We should have the coming of Mashiach now. Take it from Yad Mamash.